Why is BTS Jimin angry? Jungkook allegedly a victim of unfair treatment in the military. We kindly ask fans to listen to all the news before reacting. A shocking situation has befallen BTS's Jungkook, who is currently serving in the military. Just as photos from his military camp were leaked, more serious news surfaced. Jungkook was rushed to the military hospital due to severe physical exhaustion. This incident has sparked widespread attention, raising big questions about how celebrities are treated during their military service. Jungkook, who works as a cook in his unit, is reportedly facing an inhuman work schedule. He has to work beyond regular hours with insufficient rest. In addition to the physical workload, the psychological pressure from his celebrity status adds to the complexity of the situation. Some sources say he has also been a victim of unfair treatment from some of his seniors, including being humiliated in front of his fellow soldiers. He keeps trying to smile, but the burden he carries is too heavy, said a fellow soldier, who asked to remain anonymous. When news of Jungkook's condition reached Jimin's unit, he immediately requested permission to visit his friend. Upon arriving at the hospital, Jimin broke down in tears when he saw Jungkook lying weak. His emotional tears even drew the attention of other hospital staff. I saw Jimin holding Jungkook's hand, repeatedly begging for him to receive the best care, said a witness at the scene. Additionally, Jimin reportedly spoke with a senior military officer, questioning the system that allowed his friend to end up in this condition. In response to the situation, HYB, BTS's agency, spoke out. They confirmed that Jungkook was suffering from physical exhaustion and stress, but assured that his condition was now stabilizing after intensive treatment. They also stated they were gathering more information to ensure that all BTS members are treated fairly during their military service. However, this statement only triggered a bigger reaction from fans. Hashtags like #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJimin quickly dominated social media. Fans are calling for justice for their idol and demanding more transparency from the military. Jungkook's experience highlights a larger issue about how celebrities are treated during their mandatory military service. Some South Korean lawmakers have also spoken out, saying that this incident shows a systemic unfairness towards celebrities. They are calling for an investigation into the working conditions and pressures faced by soldiers like Jungkook. The public is also questioning whether the military will take concrete steps to address this issue. This is not just about Jungkook, but about all soldiers facing similar situations, said a local human rights activist. Amidst the controversy, support for Jungkook and Jimin has never wavered. Fans from all over the world are sending love and hope through social media. Many have praised the strong friendship between the two BTS members, saying Jimin's actions show incredible love and solidarity. ARMY is also organizing campaigns to support their idols. From sending protest trucks to military headquarters to donating to organizations supporting soldiers' welfare, their solidarity is evident. Although Jungkook's condition is reported as stable, medical teams have advised that he needs more rest to recover physically and mentally. Meanwhile, Jimin, who continues to stay by Jungkook's side at the hospital, has not yet returned to his unit. His steadfastness has earned widespread praise, not just from fans but also from the general public. However, this situation raises more questions than answers. Will the military provide an official explanation? Will they take action against those responsible? And most importantly, will Jungkook be given enough recovery time before returning to duty? In the midst of this uncertainty, one thing is clear: the power of friendship and love from ARMY will continue to be the biggest source of support for BTS. Jimin and Jungkook may be going through a difficult time, but they are never alone. With millions of fans behind them, they are ready to rise and face this challenge together. The news about Jungkook being rushed to a military hospital has become a major headline. However, behind the sympathy and outpouring of support, big questions are starting to arise. Is this all true, or is it a fabrication to attract public and media attention? As a member of one of the biggest music groups in the world, Jungkook certainly brings an unusual status to his military life. He is not just any soldier. He is a global superstar with millions of fans ready to defend and fight for him. But is it true that he became a victim of unfair treatment, or is there another narrative being played out here? The news sources often come from anonymous sources that can't be verified. The leaked photos of Jungkook in the military kitchen, as well as reports of seniors humiliating him, are all hard to prove true. Without concrete evidence, it is natural for some people to question whether this news truly reflects reality or if it's simply an exaggerated story. What do you think? Do you believe that such physical and mental pressure really happened to Jungkook? One of the most touching parts of his story is Jimin's tears when visiting Jungkook in the hospital. Emotional reactions like this certainly evoke deep sympathy from fans. However, if we think more critically, the question is, was this a spontaneous reaction that truly happened? Or could there be a possibility that this incident has been amplified by a certain narrative to create public sympathy? In the entertainment industry, it's not unusual for behind-the-scenes events to be crafted to create more dramatic stories. Is the tale of Jimin holding Jungkook's hand while crying something that truly happened, or just an additional story to stir emotions? What do you think? Does this moment reflect a genuine relationship, or do you doubt its authenticity? Hashtags like #ProtectJungkook and #JusticeForJimin quickly dominated social media platforms. Within hours, millions of tweets, posts, and comments flooded the internet. However, behind all the noise, does social media help uncover the truth, or is it just a tool for spreading sensationalism? There has been no detailed statement from the military regarding the actual condition Jungkook is facing. All we know are claims from anonymous sources and emotional reactions from fans. In situations like this, it is hard to separate fact from fiction. Do you feel that this news is being used by certain parties to boost popularity or even divert attention from other issues? One of the major criticisms that has emerged is how celebrities like Jungkook are treated in military institutions. Some say the pressure is real, while others call it an exaggerated story. However, there are also those wondering, if Jungkook really was treated unfairly, why hasn't the military issued a clear statement yet? On the other hand, it's possible that this news has been deliberately spread to create sympathy or even cover up a larger issue. In a world where news is often manipulated for certain interests, how can we be sure this story is entirely true? As readers, you certainly have your own perspective. Do you believe that Jungkook truly faced huge pressure during his military service? Or do you think this story is too dramatic to be real? Are you sure Jimin's tears were a spontaneous reaction from a friend seeing his companion suffer? Or do you think all of this is part of a narrative designed to attract attention and sympathy? Challenge yourself to think critically. Does this story reflect reality, or is it just a hoax made for a certain purpose? Amidst the sympathy and emotions surrounding this news, it is important not to forget the importance of a critical mindset. As fans or observers, we need to look at every piece of information carefully, seek concrete evidence, and not blindly believe everything we read. What's your opinion? Do you believe this news is real, or just a fabrication? Let's discuss and share our thoughts.